Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
Senators Joe Manchin, independent from West Virginia, and Kristen Sinema, independent from Arizona, have sharply criticized Vice President Kamala Harris after she reiterated her support for scrapping the legislative filibuster to codify Roe v. Wade in a radio interview. Kamala Harris, rambling like she always does, said basically, yeah, we'll do away with the filibuster here. Yeah, no reason to have that. That keeps insane things from happening. Let's do insane things. Joe Manchin says, yeah, I'm not endorsing Kamala Harris here. Kristen Sinema said, look, this will go way sideways if we do this, and it could include an abortion ban nationwide. So she's got some fear-mongering in there. These two people have problems with the Democratic Party. I think there's a lot of people in the Democratic Party that have a problem with where the Democratic Party is right now.
Number 6.
A nonprofit representing the Haitian community in Springfield, Ohio, is attempting to file criminal charges against former President Donald Trump and his running mate, U.S. Senator J.D. Vance, the Republican from Ohio. And the media is pretending like this is a thing. They're filing charges against them, allegedly, which is not actually what's happening. They've sworn out a complaint, claiming that their false claims about immigrants incited bomb threats, closures, and violence in the city, which, of course, is absurd, and everyone knows that. In other news, the State Department is warning against traveling to Haiti. Just throwing that out there. We should be warning against traveling to Ohio because you've got a major crisis there. It's a real problem, and people are starting to see this. And, they're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Oh, no. Yeah, we're so freaked out about him saying that. Oh, it's so terrible. But, it's happening.
Number 5.
Speaking of that, between 800 and 1,200 Haitian migrants are expected to arrive in Baldwin or Mobile counties in the coming weeks, according to immigration whistleblower Jay Palmer. Now, there's been a lot of questions about whether or not this is true or not, and a lot of people are kind of saying, maybe this isn't happening. But what I do know is this. The State Department has put out for 18 Haitian Creole translators to work in the state of Alabama. What does that tell you? Yeah, local officials have not received confirmation of this influx, but isn't that the argument they all make? Like, they didn't tell us about this? Like, isn't that the argument they always make? They never tell us about this? U.S. Representative Jerry Carl, a Republican out of Mobile, expressed skepticism about the situation, urging caution before drawing conclusions. Yes, wait till the buses show up, then get mad.
Number 4.
Sticking on this issue, whether it is the U.S. or Europe, the media tells you, hey, look, there's a bunch of people saying bad stuff about immigrants, but it's not that bad. It's not out of control. There's nothing to worry about here. Everything's fine. Oh, yeah, by the way, I mentioned that thing about Haiti, how they said, don't travel there. And while we import people from there, same thing with Mexico. The American government has now issued new travel orders to Mexico because parts of that country are failing. Yes, that's right. The U.S. State Department has updated its travel alerts. Yep. So, go to none of these places. Bring them to you. Only Camp Chivati, I don't know what that is, and Yucatan are listed as low risk. But don't worry, guys. The door from Mexico, wide open. Don't go back. Don't go there. Let them come here. That's a great idea. Great job, everyone. You're killing it.
Number 3.
A new study found that after Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022, charges against women related to their pregnancies became more common. Anyone want to actually know why? I know the answer, and it's not that a bunch of women are having abortions and getting arrested for it. It's because laws are being passed that say, if you harm your child in utero, we're going to put your ass in jail. That's what's actually happened. And our friends in the media are, for one reason or another, defending a bunch of drug addicts harming their children. Out of all these cases, one of them is about an abortion being done off the books. 4 of them involve abortion pills of some kind. The other 206 are about child endangerment charges. Yet we're getting scary headlines like Alabama leads the nation as pregnancy-related arrests spike. Good! This is good!
Number 2.
Following a shooting in Birmingham's 5 Points South neighborhood, Democratic officials called for a ban on Glock switches. The repealing of Alabama's permitless carry law, calling in the National Guard. They're on a roll here. Kay Ivey has rejected the premise of bringing in the National Guard, which she's right. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Governor Ivey is correct. There is no reason to bring in the National Guard here. Columnists blamed you, me, Alabama Republicans, Donald Trump. In response, State Representative Shane Stringer, Republican of Citronelle, defended the permitless carry law, arguing that focusing on law-abiding citizens is ineffective, and the real issue lies with criminal activity, particularly gang violence, and the Dale Jackson idea that I've been pushing forever of caging bad people and building more prisons. Maybe that's what we need to do. So we're moving in the right direction here. This is the solution.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
State Representative Wandolyn Gavan, a woman after my own heart. We'd have a hell of a wedding. I'm just throwing that out there. Wandolyn Gavan, Democrat out of Birmingham, called Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin, quote, a little boy in a big job. I mean, she is not holding her fire on this at all. She's pissed. She is one unhappy woman, one unhappy lawmaker here. She put on social media a photo of all the lives lost in 2022 and 2023 in Birmingham. And I believe her point is it has nothing to do with Glock switches, and black people are the people being killed. And Mayor Randall Woodfin wants to blame everybody else for all of this. And she's saying, why don't you do something about it, you worthless piece of garbage? That's a paraphrase. That's not a quote. Her quote was, you're a little boy in a big job, okay? That's what it was. The ongoing feud over these cities' response to escalating crime continues, even as some phonies tout crime going down nationwide. Sure, everything's great. She criticized his lack of leadership, accusing him of engaging in personal attacks, which he's done, and petty politics, which he's also done, rather than addressing the pressing issues facing the city, which is all 100% true. I mean, he put out a meme. He's doing memes. And they're bad memes. They're not lined up. The letters aren't correct. All of it's just bad. And on top of all that, you're an adult man. What are you doing? Like, you shouldn't be doing memes. What are you doing? You should be having your 20-year-old staff do them and do them well. Fire the person that did this. It's like someone referring to them as memes. These are memes. Okay? That's what these are because they're just ridiculous.
Memes.
Stop it. Yes, that's what some people call them incorrectly. Thank you. According to Gavan, Woodfin's reaction to the shooting was the final straw in his lack of communication with state leadership and lawmakers. Quote, listen to this. From now on, I'm going to treat him like the little boy that he is. I will not work with him. I will not work with him to get anything done. When you do something like that, you're saying to the world that you are either desperate or you are bothered, you are threatened, and you have a lack of regard for your leaders in your area. You're dealing with a mayor who does nothing but try to isolate people that don't agree with him. He ices people out, he excludes them, and then he goes on these rants and temper tantrums.
She's not wrong.
No, she's not. At the end of the day, I am a grown, tenured leader, so whatever Randall Woodfin wants to say about me or post or whatever I say to him, bring it! Because this is not the problem that you want. Because I'm going to treat you like the little child you act like. We have people dying. I love her. I think she's completely insane and wrong about everything, but I love her here. You can weigh in right now if you would like. Go ahead and jump in here. Talk or text 866-494-WVNN, 866-494-9866. That is very simple there. That's the scoutpestcontrol.com WVNN hot take text line. We'll continue. Get some of your thoughts on this. You can also email us.
You've got mail.
Dale at WVNN.com. That is the downtownrescuemission.org email inbox. You can jump in right there. And by the way, get your questions in for 10 with him as well. We'll be right back.
Get WBNN stale checks and 7 things you should be talking about today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.